This one is you, my friend. This is thank you.
Hey guys, this is Craig Reeves with Behringer, aka Mnemonic, at DJ Forums, and this is our new modular system. This is the Behringer CMD line of controllers. We're releasing 7 controllers this year. The first 5 are modular. We'll start off with the PL1. This is a touch-sensitive, high-resolution platter. It's a 4-inch platter. We have a high-resolution 60mm pitch fader. Now, there's 2 great things about this fader. The first is there's an LED bar over the side, so if you, for instance, hit sync and your fader position in the software differs from the fader position of the physical fader, you know immediately. But also, you can see we've got it at ±8 in the range. Check out this resolution, and I'll just nudge this with my finger. At ±8, I've got insane resolution. Easily something that you could mix on with this product. Other than that, we have 8 encoders that are push encoders. I have a map to effects. So to turn the effect on, you just hit the button. We have 8 cue points. All the transport controls you guys already know about. And then the last thing is, on this controller, you have a deck switch. So I can control 4 decks using the same controller. So you only really need one of these. The next module up is the MM1. This is a mixer module. Now when you guys see this, you're going to see that it's a pretty standard workflow, right? You got 4 channel strips, effects assigns, cue, 4 faders, a crossfader. You've got 4 knobs. They're not labeled. You could use them for like a 3-band EQ and gain, or maybe a 3-band EQ and a filter. However you want to map it up, it's easy. 2 knobs for output, a navigation section, cue volume, and cue mix. The coolest thing about this module is that we have a 4-port powered multi-TT USB 2.0 hub built into it. So you can see that a multi-TT hub is anywhere from 40 to 70 bucks. It's built into this unit, and I can show you the connection system on the bottom of all the CMD modules so that you can connect multiple modules together. It's really easy. You just need a Phillips head screwdriver and you're set. So that's the MM1 and the PL1. Sorry guys, I'm suffering through a cold. Next up is the DC1. This is the drum controller. Now, that said, I know a lot of y'all are going to hate on me because the pads are actually not velocity sensitive. I know. This is made more for a DJ application where you're going to be triggering cue points and things like that. I tell you, the price, though, is right. This unit is actually $99. The other units, these 2 units, the PL1 and the MM1, are $149. This unit, actually, we brought the price down to make it up for the fact that we didn't do velocity sensitive buttons. Other than that, though, all the buttons are backlit. They have a solid state and a blink state for all of you guys creating TSIs. A group of 8 encoders and 8 buttons so that you can map this up toward effects or whatever. Everyone always needs more encoders. And then I have a cool little navigation section on the top. Currently I have that mapped into Tractor where I'm loading songs into decks using the corner buttons, and I'm navigating my library using the inside controls. And that's a push encoder, so I can turn the browser view on as well. It's a fun controller, completely bus powered, easy. Next up is the LC1. Any of you guys into live or that are familiar with the ABC40 or the Launchpad know exactly what this controller is. It's exactly that. We've got a grid of 32 buttons, 4 rows of 8 buttons each. They are 4 color capable, and each button, each color has a solid state and a blink state. You have that same group of 8 encoders and 8 backlit buttons. By the way, the encoders here all have a 15-segment LED feedback on them. And at the bottom of this, we have mute, solo, and record. Of course, you can map that up to whatever you want. Currently, I have these mapped in Tractor to play and to cue. And then finally in the module line, we have the DVS1. When this comes out, it'll be called the DV1. It's actually a misprint. And this controller is by far the highest modality controller that we have in this line so far. Each section at the top, there's 2 identical sections, and each section controls 4 effects. So 4 effects modules. So you have FX1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's 4 encoders and 4 buttons, so it maps up against Tractor really well. So obviously if I put both of these on FX1, they'll both control the same thing. But I can actually have random access to any 2 effects units at the same time. But what's even cooler is if you're using this with a program like Ableton Live, these all send independent messages. So FX1, this first row is sending different messaging than the second row. So you could control 8 different modules in Ableton Live and have 4 encoders and 4 buttons per module of control. So there's a ton of flexibility here. Next down the line is a rotary encoder. I currently have these mapped toward key. Everyone needs an extra knob. You got an extra knob here. That sounded filthy. Sorry about that. You have, let me start these playing. The next section here is kind of deck maintenance. So in the first mode you have deck focus, so I can shift the focus to any of the decks. Second group is master, so I can assign a tempo master. And then the third group is instant doubles. So let's say I wanted to instant double deck D to deck A. I focus A, double D, and that brings the song in deck D to deck A so that you can do beat jungles and things like that. And it's really easy. It takes like 2 seconds. And on the bottom of this, I almost forgot, we have looping buttons, some maintenance buttons for the cues and the loops, and then 8 hot cue buttons as well. And of course, all of the buttons on all the CMD controllers respond to MIDI feedback. So if you've got a cue loaded in here, for instance, it'll light up. And all of them except the MM1 are bus powered. The MM1 requires power because of the built-in hub. And that's the CMD modular series from Behringer.